66 from Moncton north, about 100 kilometers on the way to Miramichi. PEI road closures include the Trans-Canada from Crapeau through Charlottetown all the way to Wood Islands. Highway 2 is closed from Charlottetown almost all the way to Kensington to the west. It's also closed to the east from Charlottetown to Morel. Plows were pulled last night across most of those areas. Travel is not advised until further notice. Meanwhile, 2 men who spent nearly 11 hours stuck in a snowbank along the highway in New Brunswick have been rescued. Around 10 o'clock last night, plows pulled John Staples and a friend out of a snowbank along Highway 15 in New Brunswick. Staples had called 911 for help, but emergency crews couldn't send anyone because the plows had been pulled from the roads. Staples and his friend ended up staying the night at the plow depot with the rescuers. He says the ordeal has taught him one thing.
Next time I find myself in a different location and I need to work the next morning, I'll make sure that provisions are made and we don't have a similar ordeal.
And Staples says next time it's storming, he'll think twice about venturing out. Nova Scotia power crews worked through the night to restore power in a number of communities experiencing outages. This morning, there are still 3,800 customers with no power. They're in the Yarmouth, Digby, Kentville, and Truro areas, as well as along the Knoll Shore and the North Shore. Those customers are being told to expect power back by 2 o'clock today, or in some cases 6 o'clock this evening, along the North Shore, the Knoll Shore, and along the Long Island, Briar Island areas and near Digby. In New Brunswick this morning, there are about 3,800 customers with no power. They're in or near Bucktouche, Moncton, Rothsay, Sackville, and Shediac, with estimated restore times in some cases early this morning to around noon today, or for many outages, the restore time is still to be determined in New Brunswick. And before midnight, Maritime Electric was reporting about 400 power outages in PEI, including parts of Summerside and Alberton. There's also a slew of cancellations at Halifax International Airport. With a few exceptions, almost all flights before 9 o'clock this morning are canceled. Flights are arriving on time in Moncton and Fredericton, but the early
now, certainly. And roads ice covered, and of course we need to be in, but as you said, anyone that doesn't have to go anywhere today, anywhere across all 3 maritime provinces, just stay home if you can. But we're with you through the day. Jim Abraham is in this morning for Peter Coe to let us know about what I hope is a denouement from the storm. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Louise. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable storm.
It was very intense. It still is an intense storm. Just running down very quickly some of the snowfall numbers. Basically in western Nova Scotia, 40 to 50, 52 in Greenwood. Just in the Halifax area, 12 to 32. The low went right through Halifax and through Antigonish, and then now into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. So Halifax had a variety of precipitation types and amounts, about 30 millimeters of rain in the city, 12 centimeters of snow, but mostly snow as you get out into the northern suburbs. 54 centimeters in Moncton, 39 in St. John, 33 in Gagetown, 29 in Bathurst, 64 in Charlottetown. That is the winner.
Wow.
And east of where the low tracked, so that would be through Cape Breton Island and eastern parts of the mainland, much less snow yesterday, only 3 centimeters in Sydney. But they got a variety of precipitation.
And a bit of wind, quite a bit of wind.
And the wind now is really picking up. The storm is up in the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and the winds are quite strong. So the blizzard warning is still in effect, although the snowfall rates have diminished considerably. There's still a blizzard warning out for the highlands of Cape Breton, northern Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, as well as the Acadian Peninsula. The snowfall amounts are much less, I would say 5, maybe 10 centimeters. Mostly, I would say the highlands and eastern Prince Edward Island for snowfall amounts. Won't be able to tell whether it's falling or blowing anyways, because the visibilities are near zero, with gusts 90 to 100 kilometers per hour in those areas surrounding the Gulf of St. Lawrence, more or less. Quite a bit of blowing snow even in eastern parts of New Brunswick, so there's a blowing snow advisory there with higher gusts and a little bit of light snow, but quite a bit of blowing snow, so Moncton up to Bathurst. And then the Valley and Yarmouth County as well, there's a blowing snow advisory. Winds are coming off the Bay of Fundy. So there are some flurries there, maybe 5 centimeters, but really they're blowing around. The visibility is being reduced. Lots of drifting snow coming across the highways. Elsewhere, it's not going to be pleasant, but not quite as severe. Quite a bit of wind, very cold temperatures. Right now, temperatures basically between minus 10 and minus 15. Coldest spot is minus 18 in northwest New Brunswick, and the warmest spot is Sydney, minus 9. But the temperature's really not changing much today, and those strong northwest winds causing wind chills this morning about minus 25 to minus 30. And temperatures really staying pretty steady today, minus 10 to minus 12. Gradually improving. Winds will gradually diminish into the afternoon. Precipitation will gradually taper off. And in fact, there may be some sunny breaks, in particular in western parts of New Brunswick this afternoon. Overnight tonight, as the winds continue to diminish, the skies will start to clear. Temperatures between minus 15 and minus 20. And tomorrow, temperatures will moderate a little bit. There'll be quite a bit of sunshine to start the day. Probably minus 8 to minus 11. And then there's a little low moving south of Nova Scotia tomorrow night. So tomorrow afternoon, there may be a little bit of light snow developing in the southwestern part of Nova Scotia. And that'll move along mostly the Atlantic coast of Nova Scotia overnight tomorrow night. Doesn't look like a big storm. Looks like the 5, maybe 10 centimeter variety. I'll keep an eye on it, but really nothing compared to the mess that we've had. And as we go through the week, Wednesday morning looks okay, but then another system Wednesday night into Thursday. But again, it doesn't look like a monster system. It looks like a relatively light snow, 5 to 10 centimeters. But
yes, I think everybody. I'm a little. That's a good word for it. So today, no real break from the cold, but as you say, the precipitation
gradually tapering off.
off.
And the winds gradually tapering off.
Yeah.
The blowing snow, though, is really going to be the issue. Visibilities and restricted to near zero in many areas, especially Prince Edward Island, the Highlands, Cape Breton. Roads are continuing to be closed, I expect.
Yes, we have several roads closed in
they'll
many
continue to be
provinces.
closed. It'll take a while, certainly, for areas to clean up, especially with the blowing snow. So it's really a day, if you can, especially in the eastern parts of the Maritimes, really to stay put.
Yeah, stay home. Well, thank you for making it in.
Yeah, it was a chisel affair last night.
Yes, it certainly was.
Made it. And the boulders were too big at the end of my driveway.
Yeah.
I had to lift them. I couldn't shovel them.
Or some council actually plowed out the top of our driveway, but I was parked next door, a shorter driveway. But yeah, again, if you don't have to be, and I know some people have to go to work, of course, like us people and people that work EMO and hospitals, and it's be careful. And if you don't have to go out, as you say, do not. Thanks, Jim.
My pleasure.
Jim Abraham, keeping an eye on the weather for us today in place of Peter Code. John Hancock is at the sports desk.